to Shakedown round 2 of the GT4 Preseason. We have Paul Ricard tonight. 2 races, 2 sprint races. Joining me tonight, this is pretty cool. In the commentary box, we have Jimboy Horn, James Horn, all the way from UK. Good evening, mate.
Good day and good morning, mate. How are you?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. It's been a good day. It's been bloody warm. How's your temperature been?
You know, mate, I'm not going to swear in my first 30 seconds ever on commentary. So, yeah, it's not good. It's not good here at the minute. It's because I took a week off work, mate. And by the way, I just want to reiterate that for those who do know me, I am actually not working. I know I'm working from home at the minute. I'm not just taking a Skype for an hour. But I'm on annual leave, and the weather is dog poo.
It always is, isn't it, mate? Guarantee the day you go back to work will be the day that it finds up and UK puts it on as some sort of spring.
Absolutely. Well, let's put it this way. Yesterday it was about 4 up here in the northeast with a feel factor in the wind of about -3.
It's pushing 20. What is it? 28 degrees in my shed at the moment. That's quite tepid for Melbourne. Anyway, back to the action. We have qualifying 1 fired off, so a couple of minutes into it, so the boys are just warming up their tyres and just getting into it. Think we might have 1 or 2 come in through the evening, but this is probably the majority of our runners tonight. Who do we have here? So we're looking at the moment at Mark in the BMW, coming through the back end of the circuit at the moment. Paul Ricard, a favourite track of yours, Jim, or what's your thoughts?
Honestly, no. Are we talking about driving or spectating, mate?
Bit of both.
Well, I think in terms of driving, yeah, I think it's quite a good track to drive. I think it's got a nice flow to it, a few very technical corners. In terms of spectating, I think it hurts your eyes.
Yeah, I think because you've got a higher view, right? You've got a higher view down on the track, so you see the stripes a lot more than when you're driving it.
Yeah. That's
kind of how I see it. I do like the flow of the track, but I'm absolutely rubbish at it. I understand how the corners should work, but I just can't. Everyone is always faster than me. It's always one of my weakest tracks. Lift off oversteer's an absolute killer. Yeah, I don't know. I want to love it.
Have you driven around it much in a GT4?
Yeah, I did some last night with the boys. And yeah, had a bit of fun, but I'd choose other circuits and a flash before it, to be honest. The GT4s are cool because, you know, you can really sort of drift them through those really wide corners, like turn 8. Senior. Yeah. Is it like a Mexican, like senor?
Yeah. Sig. Or if I say it in my proper Del Boy only fools and horses voice, Cygnus, mate.
Cygnus, mate. Yeah.
Cygnus, yeah.
Do you know what the local Toyota here is? Le Mans Toyota. But even on their recorded voice message when you ring up, welcome to Le Mans Toyota, and it does my head in. I'm sorry, but if you take on that name for your business, you have to give it the respect it requires, and you do not call it Le Mans Toyota.
If you're talking about a proper circuit in France, I know it's not a proper, permanent circuit, but that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we got 8 minutes, and the boys are well and truly onto their qualifying laps now. So we've got some times coming through. Let's go to the top. So Rob in his Beamer. Jimbo, if you're not aware, Rob is just all of a sudden appeared in our league as an absolute contender. He drives his own race ute, does time trials in production class. He's just absolutely flying as soon as he hit our league. He came second in race 2 last week. He missed the first race. However, the guy that won both races last week hasn't appeared tonight, so I reckon Rob's going to be our favourite. And that lap time sharp, 2:06.4.
Yeah, well, at the minute it's Mark Old? Is that Mark Ledwidge?
Mark Led, I reckon, because his surname is Ledwidge. Yeah.
Mark Ledwidge, yeah. Mark Led. What did I say? Mark Old.
I tend to call him Mark and the other one Haskins, really. That's how I sort of divide them.
Yeah, it's good to see there's a good mixture of cars. So you got a Beamer, an Audi, Aston, Merc, and someone Gaz very brave in the Camaro, and an Audi as well.
Mate, I watched the actual GT4 2020 race that they held in November here this afternoon. I just wanted a bit of a gander of it and try and get some insight into, real commentary and that sort of stuff. And the Camaro just absolutely destroyed the field. It started in about 6th place, and about 4 laps in, he'd already made it up to 2nd. I don't know if that has any in-game sort of relation, but it was a monster in real life. They actually used the chicane as well down the straight. They didn't use the full Mistral straight. So I don't know if... I reckon the straight's too long for GT4, to be honest. But anyway.
I mean, in your GT4 car, you've got time to, read a book, put a few posts out on Facebook or TikTok or whatever the kids are using these days. What sort of speeds are you getting? Can you remember in the GT4s? Okay, so I know Glasso wasn't very happy because the Ginetta only makes like 241 kilometers per hour, whereas most of the other cars are into the 60s. There's that big a difference. I don't know, mate. For those who speak English, I think you're looking at 160, something like that, 160 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, though, I mean, because I've done a multi-class race here when I was in a GT4 against GT3s, and it's predominantly the corners where the GT3s are obviously dominant. On the straights, it wasn't a massive disadvantage. Obviously, there were corners like Sinja. I mean, GT3 cars fly around there.
They absolutely do. What I did read, though, is where the Ginetta loses 20 kilometres down the straight. It's actually as fast as the GT3s in the corners.
Wow, okay.
So, overall lap time, you'd be getting close to everyone else, but you'd just get monstered down the straight. So I don't know whether you'd then find a passing opportunity in the corners before or after, but a little bit tricky. I'm looking at these times, and obviously the first two guys are in a class of their own, but I think we're going to have a bit of a race to this midfield. Gaz 1.5 off, 1.9 for Ash, 1.9 for Scott, 2.2 for Phil, 2.2 for Smitty. Who just jumped up then? Sean 2.1 off. So yeah, it's a really good mix. There's not huge gaps throughout the field at the moment, so yeah, it could be really interesting.
Robert's just gone even quicker. By the looks of it, he's jumped ahead another 7 tenths, so he's in the 205s now, which is are you sure he's not in a GT3 car?
I'm looking at him right now. It does look like a GT4 Beamer, but they're phenomenal times. They really are. Hey, I almost need to ban the guy from practice. He's an investor and he wants to get into real estate, but I think that is a shroud over he stays at home and races on his sim rig and practices and tries to beat us every week. I'm sure of it.
But you do that all the time, though.
Yeah, I do, mate. Shh, don't tell everyone. Don't tell everyone. All right, 3 minutes to go. So pretty much people will finish their current lap and probably have one more hot lap to go. Let's talk a bit about the format tonight. So slight tweak change as well. So qualifying still remains at 15 minutes for qualifying 1. However, we've decided to reduce qualifying 2, which comes in after race 1. That will be reduced down to 10 minutes. We just found that the 15 minutes was good to sort of bed in at the start of the night, but it wasn't needed for the interim in the middle there. So we've shortened qualifying 2 to 10 minutes. Both race 1 and race 2 are 18 minutes long, full formation lap, and then, you know, it sort of comes down to around about 20 minutes of track time by the time they take the checkered flag. So it keeps the group pretty tight, but also allows the guys to get their groove on and find their way. Really, should be good.
I think if there's one key phrase, I think for this circuit that could have an influence on the race: track limits.
Oh yeah, I was going to talk about this, but go on.
Sorry, mate.
No, I didn't mean it like that. No, yeah, please go on. It has to be mentioned.
From experience, you know, you basically, it's just an absolute car park. You know, it's just tarmac everywhere. You know, and as racing drivers, we want to, you know, we try and find every inch. And there are some places around here where you can, but there are some places where, you know, you go just slightly over that line, you're going to get a warning, and 3 warnings, you get a penalty. And,
yep.
I know it's only a short race, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see if anyone picks up any penalties today.
I guarantee there will be. I was almost joking with the guys. I've actually got my whiteboard out, and I might just put a header on the start of it saying DTs tonight. So, and we'll take a tally, because I reckon we'll see someone lose a podium tonight with a drive-through. Absolutely.
In such a short race?
Yes, absolutely. I saw 2, 3 last night just in our 20-minute practice race. Alright, 1 minute to go on qualifying. Let's follow Gaz over the line and let's take you on a lap of Paul Ricard. Down into turn 1, braking at the curb there into the Verrier chicane. Slight lift off on the second corner here just to settle the car, then straight down. You can ride over those curbs. You do have those little tags there that will give you a track limits. Down into Hotel, I believe it is. You're going to kill me on my French tonight, mate. Camp is turn 4, and down into Saint...
It's your favourite corner.
BM, yeah, Camp, love it, mate. Camp. L'École is the little kink going onto the Mistral straight. Let's see how Gaz takes it. You've really got to line it up here. Like little clip there, come wide, but then you've got your little tags. Well, he didn't even use all of the track there. Oh, he's given up.
He's yeah, cheers, guys.
Yeah, we'll revert to doing a track chat another time. Let's watch Rebel Dixie just finishing off his lap. He might look like he's cruising as well. And where have we got Phil? Phil's coming around. Let's see him finish off. So through Tour corner and into the last corner, which is Virage du Pont. Oh, it's a killer, that corner. Just trying to get momentum through. I always stall, like not engine stall, but just speed stall, you know, just like come out and bog down. It's bloody tricky. Alright, well there's our grid for race 1. So Rob and Mark on the front row, Sean and Gaz.
Is Ash still on a lap? Sorry, mate.
Oh, good call. I thought I saw him a bit at taxiing. Apologies.
Looks at the car.
Thanks,
Body
mate.
language, as Mario Walker would say.
Go
God
on.
Bless his soul. And
talk us through this one, mate. Go on.
So going through, well, what I've got down is turn 11. Going into 12 because the notes I had didn't have the chicane. So again, long corners, these ones, and then so you've got a little right hand kink here of 13, heading into the final 2 corners at 14. And if you're on a hot lap, this is where you can easily lose it. Nice, keeping it tight here. Don't want to come out too wide, and then nice apex. Nice exit.
Yeah, nice
to reach the track. Has he improved his time?
No. But good effort though. He's really improved as a driver, mate. You know, Ash started and was was sort of normally in the bottom 4 of the league, and now he's tapping around for podiums, James. So
fellow Pod, mate. You know, I'm cheering him all the way.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. No, he's really improved. It's been really good. All right, so those that tuned in last week will know the deal. As soon as we go to the grid, I'll be stopping the stream. I've just got to restart it, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes' time. So bear with us, and we'll be back shortly.